Yes. It says here this copy is for public inspection. Pooch. You know that public. Oh. Now I thought it was real nice of them to have to do these 990s. Yes. But yesterday you might not have been able to see the video because you fucked up my phone. Right. The year of formation, 1935, the Jewish Federations. Yes. Now, I did want to get the year of formation of each and every one of these 990s. Yes. I thought an old charity like that, approximately, well, it's 2018. You started 83 years ago. And it's the 2016 tax return. I know you're a couple years in arrears. It takes a while to do those. Yeah. But I'm just curious to see how many hundreds of millions of dollars you've been receiving in the last few years. Ouch. So get me the year of formation from the oldest charity of the United States until today. I'm sure somebody's wanting to start a charity. In fact, I am. Now, it says here 501c3. Yes. You're in 25 Broadway, New York, New York. Yes, of the principal office. It's got to be nice. It's in New York City, is it? Yeah. You got one of those really nice offices. Not one of those cheap charities where somebody decides to rent a place in, well, some sort of storefront where you can get it for $500 or $600 a month. I know, when you have a really nice charity and it happens to be organized as a corporation and it's tax exempt status, New York State, I'm thinking that, well, I did read this. Actually, he did. You know, it's interesting. You form a charity for the tax exempt status, but it's a corporate structure as a charity. Why don't you just find out their exact offices? Are you really there in 25 Broadway, close to where Evelyn lives? I would think that the Rothschilds own a few properties in New York City, and I'm wanting to get those properties today. Yes. Now, the USA, BDO USA, I realize that was a tax preparer's actual, well, his business name. Yes. Of all of those business names that use the acronym USA, I would think it means United States of America. Let's say there was a million of them. You're not likely to get audited if you have the right name so that the IRS doesn't notice it. You ever chose a business name so as to not call attention to yourself? I think that you probably 100 Park Avenue. Why don't you get me the USA Today and all the business names in United States, United States of America, America, anything that would seem that you wouldn't want the IRS to really look at you because of how many. Just go through all the business names. Yeah, get a supercomputer. Yes. And then kind of run through them and then find the most common business names so that you could hide your actual identity of money laundering, embezzlement, and supporting terrorism. Yes, let's do that. Now, I know, USA, there's got to be a million. So run through all the corporate names and all the charitable names, and then let's find out the statistical normalcy of using the same name so as the IRS wouldn't notice. Because one USA to another. Yes. Now this was, well, you pick a business name so the IRS wouldn't notice it, right? I mean, there's only so many employees. Now, I named my business James Thomas King and Johann Financial Services. I named it after the middle names of my four sons at that time. Now, you won't find a James Thomas King and Johann Financial Services. No. See, I picked the name when I first started my financial services company. It was James Thomas and King. Yes. Zachary James, Bishop Thomas, and Deacon King, and I started it with the thought that they would take over the family business. I didn't choose one of these names, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yes. So let's run through all the corporate license. I just want to know how many businesses have USA as their name. Now, I was wrong yesterday, and maybe it was in a video, maybe not. Pouch! Now, it looks like you can give up to $100,000 or more. Yes. The Federation Donor Management Block Board in Atlanta, Georgia. They got the greatest amount. Well, 29 different contractors received more than $100,000. Yes. And then there's the Washington Hilton Hotel. Good for you guys. It's the Hilton family, and you receive a large amount of money from the Jews. Pow! Now, I know. You've got to have these meetings and conventions, and you invite people in, you give them a nice meal, you do a presentation, and you just hope that they want to donate some funds to your charity. But get me all the contractors that received any of the finances from the Jewish Federation. Pouch! When it's the Hilton family that's